Good evening. Welcome to Psychic the Plans. I'm Aeson Knight, and of course, with me is my operations manager, Techie Joe. How are you, darling?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you this evening?
I'm doing okay. It's been an interesting week.
Yeah, that's fine. Like it's been a little,
yeah. It's been a little. Aeson lost his temper. Got reminded why he works for network, so he doesn't have to deal with this stupid shit.
You know, there is that.
Right.
So, but yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
That happens.
Yeah. So, we've decided to make a trip off to the bank tomorrow.
Well, kind of have to. It's not we decided, really. Like,
well,
ultimately, I guess we decided.
Ultimately, we were decided because otherwise, I'm just going to be an ass.
Well, that's fair.
But no. Apparently, a middle initial and a middle name aren't the same thing. It makes a totally different name. Oh,
well, it sort of does.
Yeah.
It sort of does. But yeah. So our bank defaults to a middle initial.
Mm-hmm.
Like most banks do.
Right.
I don't know. I haven't seen many people have like their full name on like credit card statements, bank statements.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
But somewhere in here,
right,
in the 2020s, we now care about the difference between someone's full legal name
and
a middle initial.
Yeah.
Even when the middle initial matches the full legal name.
Exactly. Happy birthday, Miss Brenda. Glad to see you in here. Don't know if you caught the replay. We hope you had a very joyous birthday.
We do.
Yeah.
Sorry about that rugby match. You were getting real excited about giving Hazel some grief, only for Wales to come back from like, I don't know, nap time. And while Scotland still won, Wales did make that close.
Right.
Very close. Like the 1 point of nope, you can't give anyone grief.
All right, now let's look up the Super Bowl. Has it occurred? Like, this is how non-sportsy I am. We can blame this on my trainer.
I'm sorry, what?
Super Bowl.
Yes, I got that. How is this Jesse's fault?
It's Jesse's fault because he's the one that brought it up.
Oh, when's the sports ball?
Yeah.
Like I'm concerned. Your personal trainer doesn't seem straight enough for me. We gotta give him grief. Like, I mean, of all the people, like, you know what I mean, that you expect to be sports people.
Well, gym trainers.
Yeah, expect your personal trainer to be a sports people.
Right.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Like, Oh, I don't know. I would think it would still be going on.
Okay, why is it that I can search Google with my voice, but cannot search anything else with my voice?
You know. 6:30 p.m. is when it started. Bowl.
So next week.
No, it's Sunday, February. Oh, yes, it is next week, Sunday, February 11th. Derp.
Derp.
I was looking for time.
Mm-hmm.
Like it still wasn't registering. Like I read the numbers and it still didn't.
It didn't register. So, but no, we're checking my prediction on that one. That's the reason I'm concerned about it at this point.
Oh well, there you go.
So there's that.
Now I'm gonna have a lovely conversation tomorrow about the sports ball.
Well, we've had lovely conversations about sports ball and how I don't do sports ball. That's not my department.
But your personal trainer doesn't either.
Yes, he does.
Oh, does he? He does the sports
Yes, he does the sports ball.
Okay.
It's 49ers versus Colts. It's a replay of 2020.
Chiefs.
49ers win. Anyhow, we'll see. I haven't made predictions on sports in a while. Agreed. Especially since I don't know crap about them.
Should this be used for betting?
Correct.
But if you bet and you win.
We have a Patreon you could join.
Like, we have a Patreon that you can join. We can pop up the little overlay here. Like, you can send monies in appreciation for not getting betting advice.
Yes,
ever.
We're not
for
ever.
Any reason.
Yes. So anyhow.
Yeah. Don't call him on network and ask who's going to win. Please don't do that.
Well, unfortunately, that's when I have to disconnect the call because it violates terms of service, everyone.
Yes.
All right.
And then he has to send an email.
Yeah. Yes.
Like, that's the worst part.
Yeah. Then I have to tattle. And it's like, don't do that.
Because
don't ask me pregnancy questions.
Well, yeah, because if he gets caught not tattling, it actually gets really bad for him.
Right.
And it's like, this is the most narc system I have ever seen.
Well, it's now equalized because it used to be the customers could report that the advisor is giving this advice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After they ask the question.
Right.
Because it's not like, you call into Aeson and his first things are, so the stocks you ought to be, investing in, and the team that you need to place bets on is, and your lucky numbers are, like, that's not how the call starts. It's not like he just randomly supplies the information.
Right.
Why they didn't get this? Like, because
I don't know.
They just kept going after advisors, and it's like, hello?
Mm-hmm.
Someone had to ask the question.
Right.
And so what seems more believable, that the client asked, well, which stock should I invest in?
Mm-hmm. Dividend-based stocks.
The advisor went, so here's some investment advice.
Right.
Which seems more likely, guys.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Anyhow, if you want to know stock advice, I'm not a financial advisor, but I always suggest dividend stocks. You like dividend stocks. They pay you money for owning them. My opinion.
Yeah, some stocks are worth more just in dividends. Like, I will say that personally. Like, it's just kind of impressive to me.
Right.
Like, because I'm personally in a situation where I opted when my grandmother passed.
Right.
I could have gotten more money out of the estate.
Mm-hmm.
But I opted to take the stupid little piece of stock because it's tiny amount of stock. On its own, if I sold it, it's worth next to nothing.
Right.
But 4 times a year,
you take me to dinner.
Yeah, well, it sends me $20-some right now. It's probably going to go up over the years. Is the theory. And I'm just sitting here going, the stock dividend annually is worth more than the stock, especially after I pay the fee if I were to sell it. Right. After I would pay the fee to sell the stock.
Right.
So I'm like, I'll just hang on to that forever.
Right.
Thanks.
Right.
Or at least as long as I can, because they really hate paying dividends on that stupid piece of stock. They have done everything to try to buy us all out.
Give me triple the amount it's worth and give me part of your other stock. Then we'll look at it.
No, I'm kind of at like, no, I would say no to triple plus other stock. I would be like, you're going to give me the net present value of a good, solid, reasonable 40 years of dividends.
Right.
Like, you take that $100 a year, multiply it by 40 years, then I will consider.
See, that's where I'm saying, though, and what you're missing there. Well, let's go ahead and open up my planner, and we'll start looking at my planner while we talk about this.
Oh, yeah.
Is fine. You give me your parent company stock, which pays a higher dividend, a share buyover, and you buy me out at triple the current value.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah. All right. So let's take a look back to last week and see how we done and what we did. A lot of scribbling this week.
Hey, Justin.
Hi, Justin.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't that bad of a week, though.
Wasn't that bad of a week.
A lot of scribbles.
Well, there's a lot of scribbling here, but, that's because we put a lot of things into action, which we're going to talk about in a minute.
Yes.
Yeah. Here's the week we're working on. Let's get it pretty. How was last week for you?
It kind of started off rough, but by the end of it, mostly because I had a moment. Because I was getting lost in my days. And my days were getting lost. So we've rearranged some things and changed some expectations for Joe's availability.
Right.
Because effectively, I needed to be able to help more people better. And that's a weird sentence to have to say, but that's basically where I was at, is I need to help more people better than what I was actually managing to accomplish.
Right. And, it kept, we currently, because I've stocked up on stuff, don't have room to put people behind the P's. And I was getting sick and tired.
I'm just saying. Like, no, I needed to be able to help more people better. Right. And the way that, like, my days were running, I was helping fewer people to a much lesser degree.
Right.
Than they even needed.
Right.
And it's like, okay, we got it. Like, Susan Powder moment, stop the insanity. Let's go fix this. And we did. And it's a lot of things changed. I also had to just take some me time.
Right.
Because, like, I was exhausted.
Well, you were exhausted. I had reached the point of like I'm debating exactly what I want to cook to make room in the refrigerator because I'm tired. Let me put it to you. Who do I want to quote here? Dorothy Morrison.
Yeah.
Quote: I got tired of hearing him bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So it's either put people in the peas or me step up and go, no, 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 no. We ain't having this today. This is done. You cannot be 24/7 available to everybody.
Well, yeah. Like, cannot run the 24/7 day.
Right. And,
That's
I'd gotten tired of the phone ringing at dinner and on the shows and messages going off as soon as we go live and, walking in and going, so is this done? No. Is this done? No. And, I even got this done and I'm like, you've been in here for 10 hours. Why isn't that not even done? So Aeson said, enough. We're changing this one way or another. Now you tell me how you want to change it. Hello, Miss Shannon. Especially with, all the other stuff going on that I need your support for. And me also getting fed up with other people.
Yeah.
Namely companies. Mm-hmm. Which there might be a bitch video later. We'll see how tomorrow goes.
All right.
But, huh?
I said, all righty.
So we're doing some good vibrations on both sides of the week. Some nice orange.
Yeah. This is a nice color palette.
It is. It's a nice, calming, energetical, calming palette. Well, it fit. Are you designed for this space?
Seems tight.
Yeah. We'll see. Yes, you are. You're literally designed for the whole square. Got it.
Well, there we go. I think maybe that should have got. Well, no, because if it had gone down first, you would have knocked out the H in happiness or happy list.
My happy list. Yeah. Hello, Miss Shannon. I hope you're feeling better. Ooh, and we got these flowers to go with this. This will be nice. So other than you setting boundaries and me blowing up, what else happened this week that was good for you?
Well, like I was saying earlier, I did take some self-time, because I needed to get off the treadmill, and kind of regroup. So did get that done. So yeah. But then I turned around today. Guys, if y'all got his email today, oh, seriously. I don't even think this is the right number. There we go. Sorry, guys, I was getting a phone call. So if y'all got his email today, no, I don't think it was the right number. I think someone had a misdial because it's so close to my number.
Okay.
I think someone had a misdial, like, oopsie. So yeah, no. But if you got his email, if you can double check me, because we switched up the featured product,
Mhm.
and I like that was a layered experience. Because like I was a good boy last week. I was a good boy. I was like, I'm gonna get ahead. I recognized last week that I was doing something wrong that was creating a perpetual weekly problem. Which was I wasn't creating that email, the
Mhm.
astrological forecast,
Mhm.
until Sunday.
Right.
Like with a plan, I'm going to create it on Saturday and have it ready for Sunday, and it never worked.
Right.
So I was like, so it always ended up Sunday morning while I'm trying to send it out, I'm
Mhm.
also creating it.
Right.
Oh yeah, Brenda saw the Facebook post. Because it like, but I had everything ready, and we were just like, okay, we're going to change featured product,
Right.
because it makes more sense for February,
Right.
to feature the power of love reading,
Mhm.
because if y'all wanted a 2024 transit report, they're still available on the website, but we figure you've seen it.
Right.
If you were going to get one, you would have gotten it by now if it was going to, its
Right.
feature was going to help you.
Yes.
So I went to change that, and like we had a lot of things going on with that.
Yeah. Well,
And
and this
so
is the problem of multiple places we've updated, but there's certain places we haven't because they weren't being actively used.
well, because a lot of the products that went up on product spotlight, you got it.
Right.
So yeah, like a lot of the products that went up on Keen, because
Mhm.
you went through your store and you did
Mhm.
amazing, because a lot of the products are duplicated in the two places.
Right.
I don't think all of them, but pretty much there's a
Right.
good overlap.
Right.
But like you went through a while back and you like did a complete cleanup of all the products on your website. All the email readings you could buy, and also like all your phone readings and
Mhm.
all of it.
Right.
Um, okay, the progression was originally there was all the products on Keen,
Mhm.
and then some of them over the years had made it to your website and some
Mhm.
hadn't.
Right.
But I think the Keen ones came first, or at
Right.
least they had the same product descriptions originally.
Right.
But you did your website cleanup, and then the ones on Keen, all the payment mail buttons,
Mhm.
didn't get updated. Not
Right.
all of them. So we've been one by one as we change products features out.
Right.
I had been working on those, and I'd forgotten about that
Right.
until today when I'm trying to switch out the product.
Right.
And it's like, so I've got to update like the message that I'd already pre-done.
Mhm.
Then we realized there was a minor oopsie missed piece of
Mhm.
thing on your website.
Mhm.
And the prices were different,
Mhm.
and like it was just, and then in the midst of this, and this is like, I was fine with all of it. I really was. I was doing okay. It was like, I made this too simple in my brain. I forgot about the part we're still updating product descriptions.
Mhm.
I was fine with all that. It was a little bit of a, oh, we got to update products. That's right.
Right.
But not a big deal. But then I turn around and I'm trying to create the newsletter to go out. And this is the day of all the days that poor sweet MailChimp goes, you really need to verify this email address. Not like, the email, well, it's the email he sends it from, but not verify as in like send an email to that email address and be like, yes, I am the owner of this email address. But like go in and create domain records. And I was like, y'all don't know how much I'm holding in my head right now.
Mhm.
Because I had just gone in to start the MailChimp, and I've got like copy and paste and all these things up and all this going on. And then right as I'm starting the email, it pops that on me and jumps me away from it. And I'm like, oh, please don't screw up my mail campaign.
Right.
Please don't screw up my mail campaign. I don't have time for this today.
Right.
I just copied and pasted all the things. Please
Right.
don't screw up my mail campaign.
Right.
It didn't. I was fine. I had a moment. I was
Right.
like, today is not the day.
Yeah.
Like, MailChimp, you were wrong. Today is not the day.
Right.
But we got it done. I think it's actually verified now. It actually verified, I think, really quickly.
Yay.
Because it's an up to 48 hours process.
Right.
But I think it actually verified itself. So if any of y'all have not been getting the newsletter and just suddenly got it,
right,
this might have to do with that. Especially if you're using like Gmail or Hotmail or
right.
some of the email services have been very cranky.
Right.
For a while now.
All right. And, it's been, all of them have been cranky because my email has been around forever and a day. So we're going very peachy this week.
We are.
All right. So what are you doing to me this week?
Well, I have my telehealth on Monday from 2:15 to 3:15.
Okay.
And then I have my normal Eric 11 to 12.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Invisible works on Monday from 3 to 8.
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday 5 to 10 and Thursday 3 to 9. Possibly 8. We don't know.
Okay.
Could be 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh goodness, Shannon said that was the most unhinged giggle I have ever heard from you. It was that moment where it's like, I'm gonna fall apart today.
Mm-hmm.
But anywho.
Right, and I buoyed up today and done the car, so I'll do the car next week. Yeah.
Like, the car's all cleaned out. It's been Febrezed with the windows cracked. Which, guys, if you Febreze your car, please crack your windows. Because I'll tell you, if you don't, sometime that next day, you're going to have a very steamy windshield.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to smell like a Febreze fart. Like, it is going to be intense.
Right, but it was finally nice enough for me to clean the car up, so Joe's much more happier with me.
Oh, I always love a clean car.
Yes.
Oh, Saturday is Chinese New Year. Take the boys out for Chinese. How far would we end up having to drive? Beckley? Oh, excuse me, guys. For Chinese?
Yeah, Chinese we'd have to go to Beckley.
Yeah. That's kind of sad. Well, Beckley or Somersville?
Thanks for the note, Brenda. We're the year of the dragon this year, which would be a great year, but I need to include that.
Oh, yeah. Year of the wood dragon.
Ooh, that's going to be interesting. We've had the metal dragon for a while.
Yeah, because it's went out in the astrological forecast today.
Right. All right. So let me see if I'm forgetting any spaces. Kitchen, living room, which includes my office, bedroom, bathroom. Saturday's the restock, and Sunday we're doing the car.
Okay.
Okay.
Very cool. Very cool.
Where are they? In this one.
Oh, yeah. So Brenda points out, even better crank up some Alice Cooper tonight. It's his birthday today.
It is. And for everyone that wonders what my favorite Alice Cooper song is, save this for your Aeson Trivia nights. It is Hey Stupid. What?
What?
Yeah, it's my favorite song by him.
Okay. So Shannon points out, my cop friend took his Asian buddies out and cracked jokes about taking them out a week early for Chinese New Year.
How cool. Your cop buddy, if I remember correct, lives in a place that you can actually get authentic Chinese food. It's one of my favorite places to get it. Is up there.
Oh. So this is the from your Columbus days.
Yes. King Tut's. Which is delicious.
Oh, NYC, LOL, so yeah.
Yeah.
Even better.
Even better. Yeah.
Like when you can take your Asian friends to Chinatown to take them out for Chinese.
All right. So the next part of the planning process is Joe gets to figure out what the weekly menu is.
Oh, goody. We'll see what we can do. You have all the notes for that?
I'm looking for them.
Because we made an actual meal plan.
We made an actual, sort of. We made a menu.
We made menus. They're in there beside the coffee pot, aren't they?
No, I had them and put them in my
There
pack.
you go. There's
Here.
2.
There's 1.
I was trying to catch you before he closed it.
Where'd the other one go to?
I don't know. Just stick them back together.
No, that was the problem. They weren't together.
Oh, no.
I mean, I know what's missing from here, so I can help you there.
Okay, good deal. Good deal.
All right. Beef tips?
Let's see. We've got, 2 beef items?
We got beef tips and beef roast.
Okay. I say Tuesday we do the beef roast. Oh, come on. Good notes. There we go. And let's go ahead and break out Thursday. We will do the beef tips. Or I did say Thursday, right?
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So chicken tenders.
Ooh, let's do that Monday night. Like we did, we sat down, planned a whole menu of sides to go with them and everything.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
chicken
Wednesday.
fajitas.
I like that for Wednesday. Because that's a little more involved.
All right. Okay. Ham.
Friday night's probably a good ham meal.
Friday.
Yeah.
Okay. Chicken.
We just have chicken.
Huh?
The item, it's literally just chicken.
just chicken. It's that roasted chicken I done that's in the freezer.
Okay. Yeah, let's call it the roasted chicken.
Okay.
And do it Saturday.
Okay. Now, how would you like that? Chicken and gravy, chicken and stuffing. Chicken Alfredo.
Ooh, chicken Alfredo.
Okay.
Well, we haven't. I know we just did shrimp Alfredo tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been a hot minute since we've been having Alfredos.
Right.
I'll let you get mashed cauliflower.
No, I'm good.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What do you want for Sunday? Bubble up?
Yes.
Okay.
I knew we were forgetting something.
Right. Well,
but I
and
think
we
I'm
still
still
have.
good with all the days.
Okay, cool. Because we still have the spaghetti. We still have the. Oh, what's a bubble up? Okay, this is so simple, Brenda. You'll love it. You go and you get a can of Del Monte. There's a reason I say Del Monte. Beef stew.
Dinty Moore.
Is it Dinty Moore? Okay, Dinty Moore.
Dinty Moore.
I was thinking Del Monte. They're probably owned by the same place. You pour it, you dump it into a bake pan, casserole dish. Then you take biscuits, 8 of them, put them across the top of it. Flop that in the oven, 425 for like 15 minutes, whatever the temperature the biscuits say, but add 10 minutes. Yep. And it bubbles up. It's delicious. Mm-hmm. If I think of it, I will grab my phone and do a cooking with Aeson for it.
Also helps if you foil over it until you get to the last 10 minutes so the biscuits don't get overdone.
Right.
But yeah, those cook up nice.
They do.
They're very cool. Like it's basically it's the same thing as the oven bake. What were they? It was one of the meal kit things.
Yeah,
and they still make them.
Right.
But it's effectively the same thing. It's just a minor
cheaper.
twist on it. Yeah, well, and twice the food.
Mm-hmm.
Because what we're going to do, we'll make a 9x13. What you buy in the box makes an 8x8.
Right.
And no one's ever happy with the 8x8. It says it feeds 4. It doesn't feed
it doesn't. You gotta love it when it says it feeds 4 and it doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of the recipes. I don't know if it's in a man, a can, and a plan, but it ought to be. That is a whole family dinner, and it really is like a man, 2 cans, and a plan.
Well, no, it's a full man and a can, and because you buy the big family can, you don't have to do extra.
Right.
You know, so.
Yeah, it's a 1-2 dump.
Yeah, and you can add cheese on top of it if you're fancy, or if you're in a mood.
Yeah, you can do all kinds of things with it. You can use different soups. You can, like, I've done all kinds of things to it. Like, I've done this one in a few different ways. Because you can use the cheddar bay biscuit mix and just spoon your biscuits over. You really want to use foil if you do that.
Yes.
Because it will go wonky if you don't. Because it doesn't quite cook up right. Like you'll have done biscuit tops and a lot of goo. If you use the spoon over biscuit, like biscuit mix. Yeah. But you can use like cheddar bay biscuits with it. You can do all As long as it's like a chowder, like, or an equivalent to a beef stew, like a chowder, or a what's the other one I'm looking for? So yeah, like your corn chowders, your clam chowders,
your creamy chicken,
a little weird.
Corn chowder with corn muffin mix on top.
Yeah, that works too. Like the variations are endless.
Right.
You just have to know which ones you have to cover or not. Like now the corn muffin mix version, I don't think you want to cover that one. Because it's fine if it gets a little weird.
Right.
Because corn muffin mix isn't going to kill you.
Right.
But yeah, no, you can do all kinds of things with that. It's really nice. Chili with cornbread mix on top. I've done that one before. It's even better with cheese. Now I will point out, when you do it with chili, it actually works out better if you use the smallest, deepest pan possible. So if you're doing the cornbread and chili, use like a loaf pan, split it amongst a couple of loaf pans, and just do your cornbread over the top. It works out really awesome. That's because chili's a little too thick of a texture, so it just heats through. It doesn't really bubble.
Right.
It doesn't bubble up. So it doesn't take a lot of time either. You're basically cooking it for the time it takes to cook the cornbread.
Right. All right, so this is our weekly overview. You'll notice my happy list. I've put a few things there that are my action steps for this week. Now let's move into some new stuff. I'm abandoning the digital planning for right now. Me and Notion have been having some issues. Trying to keep up with tasks and keep the database together. And I need to work on building it, since they included the new calendar that isn't really like Notion bought the product.
Yeah,
but it doesn't really do what I wanted. So we're going back to just a simple habit tracker.
Okay.
With all the things I got to do for all the networks, and all of them are color coded. And then my dailies I went ahead and done. So let's take a look there.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Wow, you were so ahead.
Well, I mean, it's laid out, and I still have to go and fill everything in.
Right.
So there's that. The budget still needs to be added to this one. Now, when was it? Yesterday? Yesterday I had to blow up and said I can't do this anymore. Like, I've gotten so off practice it ain't funny. Yes. I think that was yesterday.
I think it was.
Yeah, because Mama Knight took me out shopping.
Yes. He got retail therapy from the Mama Knight.
Yes.
While starting at a point of, I don't even want to leave the house.
Right.
She talked him into it. She's like, I will take you to Joanne's. Yeah. And then he was like, okay, mommy.
Yeah. So I've created a new kind of different planner. So here's the personal planner. Here's all the stuff I need to be doing daily. And then a weekly page. And then just blank note paper for my morning pages. Because I've got to get in practice.
Yeah, she's at the home.
She is not at the home.
Brenda was referencing, is she at Shady Pines now? And I'm like, yeah, she's at the home.
Yeah, she likes to call it the home. But she enjoys it.
She does.
So I thought we'd use some of these coffee journaling cards in this. We're not going to overly decorate it because, again, I want it to be simple. To keep up with things, to keep up with like my sugars, which is what this week is going to be about, is like my sugars, my day rating, that type of thing. So there's that. So let me grab, where'd it go? My fake scalpel.
This scalpel brought to you by Play School. Now.
Should be.
I mean, basically.
Basically. Does it want to fit? Yeah. There we go.
All right, you're going to have to move us up. Oh, this is adorable.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. But no, this way I can start back, because I'm going to start back tanning here real soon. If we can get the thing to work. If not, I'm going to go somewhere else because I'm tired of fighting with it. And when you tan, for those that don't know, you have to keep up with what day you tan, how long you tan, that type of thing.
Yeah, and it's not really conducive to have it be like, the machine works this week, but is now down for 2 weeks.
Right.
Like, it's just like the restart of restarting of restarts.
Right.
Like, you tanned, but did you?
Yeah. Did you, and I'm going to have to find a new tanning lotion because I'm tired and mad at Walmart because they can't keep the one I want in.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and then the one you did get, you were really excited with, and then you're like, yeah, it's not what I thought it was.
Right. It does, because I have to have a coppering solution.
Interesting question there, Striggs. Yeah, I'm a Shrek fan.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who doesn't like Shrek? How do you not like Shrek? Shrek, the movie, big green.
Oh yeah, I've dated enough of them.
Oh, that is wrong.
So anyway, so you guys will see some of this. Let's go ahead and we'll decorate this. But anyway, you'll see some of this. You're not going to see the journaling, but we'll see how good we're keeping up with the routines and that type of thing. Again, pulling it out of the digital world.
Yeah. Sorry, digital kind of blew up on you.
Ugh. And this is now 3 times it's blew up.
Yeah, a little bit.
Because it was
very disappointing.
One night just went fucking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah. That was particularly bad.
Yeah. And like erased my notebook.
Oh, are we just going to get oddball questions tonight?
Sure, why not?
Do you like waffles on a good day?
No. Too many carbohydrates.
I don't dislike waffles.
You can't have them when they're supposed to be 8, so...
What?
You can't.
What do you mean I can't have them when they're supposed to be? Oh, yeah, no, I don't do them for breakfast now.
Exactly.
Ooh. Okay. Thing X has decided, let's have some fun here. All right.
Yeah. We'll see about that. Thing X, well, if you get stupid with the questions getting too out of bounds, I will remove you.
Do we like to settle over paint after having arguments? What? No. One, I'm allergic to latex. I can't be around paint.
All right. Okay. Waffles are best served hot at like 3 in the morning.
Preferably at an omelet shop.
No, International House of Pancakes, actually.
Really?
Yes. They're always
like,
better.
I understand not liking the waffles at Waffle House. I'm really not a fan, but International House of Pancake waffles.
Yes, they're quite good.
Over omelet shop. Like, you love the omelet shop.
I love the omelet shop for what the omelet shop's supposed to cook.
Okay. And waffles are not it?
No.
Okay.
One, they don't clean their waffle mix enough.
Or the waffle maker?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Brenda's like that time works too, just not morning. Yeah, waffles are evening meals, especially for me. Like, no, I can't do carbs in the morning. It's a nightmare.
Right.
Like,
and that was my point.
Oh, yeah. No. Well, and it's mine too, because, like, no, I really can't do waffles in the morning. I can't do most breakfast foods at breakfast times.
Yeah.
Like, bacon and eggs, I'm there for. Like, I can do all the proteiny foods, but ooh, you want to make me sick.
Yeah.
Give me all the carbs first thing in the morning. It's just like, like the only thing I'm doing is going back to bed and regretting my life choices. All of them. I guess that's all I can do. Oh, dang, you started it. I'm hungry now. Well, you started it. Okay, granted, we kind of started it. We were talking about like the meal plan and everything else.
Right.
So, our bad. Sorry you're hungry. Hope it's a food time in your time zone.
Right. So, of course, these stickers are coffee themed. So, for right now, this planner will be coffee themed. And I don't know if to call it a planner or a workbook.
I think it's a workbook.
Yeah.
Like, I can call it a workbook. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
That sticker collection really is just all the coffees.
All the coffee.
Like, it's cute. I'm not complaining. I'm just like, it's all the coffees. It's all the coffees.
It's all the coffees. It's all coffee related. Coffee time. Like, I don't know. There's a sticker creator called Coffee Monster. I may check out. Yeah. Yeah. She has some really nice stickers. So that'll be interesting to check out. All right. So there's this February. It's very simple. If you're just journaling, you just throw some stickers on there to give it a little, emphasis. This is going to little oomph. Then here's the weekly plan with our little gizmo, who hopefully, will start getting took on hikes because it's Sunday and I'm in the mood not to go to the gym.
Ooh.
Because in the summer we take him for hikes because he loves that.
Is that one trail going to be open again finally? Like, that was the last time I think you took him. Half of it is? Okay.
Half of it is. They've not got the bridge repaired, which, there apparently is more structure damage than I saw. I think I scared a forest mountie to death.
Yeah, you scared that poor ranger to death.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, how did you get here?
Yeah.
How?
Right.
Like, how are you alive?
Yeah, and it's like, boom.
Ooh, Brenda asks a question. So related trivia question, since we're asking, when did Aeson start seriously doing the planner workbooks and get the sticker addiction?
So that would have been Columbus. But I don't know if you would count it as a sticker addiction. That is when I had the Franklin planner.
Yeah, I think that's when you got the planner workbook addiction.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to say the sticker addiction, that was like, what, 2018, 2019?
10?
Like somewhere around the Happy Planner?
No,
Yeah.
because remember you thought I'd lost my mind.
Okay.
You didn't like my little 3-ring mini planner unicorn series.
Oh, it was a lot, okay? It was like, it was a lot.
Yeah.
Like, it had a lot going on for it.
Yeah. But it was a lot like this.
That's fair. That's fair. But it was before you, like, because these were still sort of like gumball machine stickers.
Yeah.
Like they were more like it wasn't the coordinated sticker packs.
Right.
Like,
well, it was just themed sticker packs.
Yeah, very heavily themed.
Yeah.
And like, well, because okay, he says unicorn stickers. These were like holographic metallic unicorns, and he had put like 20 of them.
I decorated the full planner.
I know, but it was so much sparkle unicorn. It was just so much that when you're first introduced to it, it's like back with you. Like I've been blinded.
I was looking to see if I still had it. I think it may be in the attic. But no, I still have it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, planners like it's kind of been a big thing for both of us.
Yeah.
Like I used to get laughed at work because I had the big giant Franklin Covey.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't that
I
big.
love a good Franklin.
Executive size.
Right. I love a good Franklin Covey. Like if I can ever find the old Franklin Covey, not the new crap, but the traditional Franklin Covey with the two pages, task list and call tracker, I'm back there. But they've got to brought the paper back because that was my problem. And that's been my problem all along. Like all I need is 120 GSM. How is that hard, planner companies?
Yeah, but if you remember, old school Franklin Covey didn't have it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember it being that good a paper.
Oh, it was fabulous. Yes. Oh, God.
Really?
Honey. The old school Franklin Covey, the first one I bought when I was working Chase. That tells you how long it's been, for those that know my career history. Stephen bought it for me when I got a promotion at Chase. And that paper, I could highlight, I could color, like, y'all guys think that, I color code now. I had color codes for color codes.
Oh, good God. Yeah. Like the color codes of color codes. It's just, it looks like the rainbow flag died on it.
Oh, that must be for DB2 tech support.
Oh, no.
Like, and project management and all that. That was Franklin Covey with Stephen time.
Mm-hmm. No, it was the only way I was keeping up with all the stuff that I had going on, both in college, because this, I mean, if you really want to go all the way back, it started in middle school for me with the, our middle school, and I think a lot of middle schools roughly about the mid 90s started doing this, was because basically it was corporate swag that you could brand and like get custom pages for. Right. And so a lot of school systems caught on to this and were like enamored because they could shove their student code of conduct in this useful thing that maybe the students will carry. That was branded with like school logos and all that. And that's what they gave us. And it was a perfect like academic year plus a little on each side. And it was like hell yeah. Like, I was there. Like, thank you for the tool.
Right.
Like, this is okay, got it. Like, you can put your class schedule, your locker number, your locker combination. Like, you can put all of the things in there. I know a lot of kids just like chunked it, like they got it and went to their locker like that one time for the whole year, chucked it in there, and just like never touched it again.
Oh no,
mine lived with me.
Yeah, if you're counting that, I've used that style way like back in middle school, that type of thing.
Like, I think it was a gateway drug. It really was. It was like a gateway drug. Like, you got you got locked into it.
Mm-hmm.
And so then when you like left, like for me, when I left like high school, like the last one, and was looking at going to college, it was like, oh, holy crap, I need something.
Right.
Like, I can't function.
Well,
like, I don't know how to function anymore just knowing things. Or just like raw dogging life over here with no clue what's going on. I need a planner. And so it was, I think one of the first purchases I made that summer was a planner, because I was like, oh crap, I don't know how to live.
Well, see, for me, because that's a 2-part question. The other part is the workbook part. Workbooks, work organization, work, scripting, that type of thing. I actually started in 9th grade with one of my teachers, Miss Wald Brown, who literally she set you up with, gave you a list of everything you needed, and you sat down in the first 2 days of your class. You laid out your full binder for that class.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the beginning of the year, you had every worksheet, everything you needed for her class in one binder that you put together.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't have to wait on her for stuff. You just already had it.
Yep. You already had it. She would tell you when stuff was due, and you should already have it done. Because it's in your syllabus, which was the hardest thing for high school students to get used to, but so needed when you get to college.
Yeah, it kind of cracked me up. Like, I think I was built for the syllabus. Like, the first one I got was actually for English 101.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that's it? You know what I mean? Like, just knowing, like, this is the entire class. This is everything we have to do.
Right.
It was like, where the hell has this been?
Right.
Like, do you mean people do this?
Right.
And it's like, oh, that's college in a nutshell?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah. But do you know how many kids, especially of our generation, went from high school and teachers chasing after them for stuff and assignments and all that, to college where the teacher doesn't give a flying fuck? You're one of 300 they have in that class.
Yeah. You're a line in a grade book. That is it.
Right.
Actually, you're an input by the time we were there. You're an input in a computer system.
Right.
Like, that's it.
Right.
But no, I like that. I kind of had a personal hatred because I had a couple of teachers that would at least tell you what your grade breakdown was with the syllabus. But then you would get all this extraneous stuff, like reading assignments and, like what you were going to have to read and all that.
Right.
And then like piecemeal out. So you were never really sure, except like week to week, maybe, what you were doing and when. But then you give me like a college syllabus, which is what the 101 class did. And it's like, here is every single assignment you have to do. Here is single thing you've got to read. These are the test dates.
Right.
This is what it'll cover. I mean, broad strokes, but still. And like everything, I can drop it on a calendar and be like, I know I can't go out that weekend.
Right.
It's not a surprise. Plan around it.
Right.
Thank you.
No. All right, guys. Let's get our 3-card on.
Yeah. We love the 3-card.
Right. Interesting. So you start the week out feeling like you're basically pinned into a box, but those swords are actually the swords you've created and the chains that you've attached to yourselves. You realize that midweek with the chariot and you overcome things. And by the end of the week, you're going to have to be making some judgment calls. Is this working? Is this not working? Is this what you wanted? Is this not what you wanted? So it's going to be a tight, complex week with a lot of emotional uproar, which is interesting. Now, I don't know enough to speak on it, but I'm checking out portal astrology. Apparently, that's a thing now. And until the 14th, we're hitting portals, astrological portals all week long, the whole time.
Wait, what is this? Astrological portals and
portal astrology? Yeah, like Lion Gate, 222, 11, 11, 11. All those things that have been popping up.
Okay.
Yeah, I was watching Blue Bodhi, and then of course that sent me down a rabbit hole, like she often does.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to be looking into that.
Well, I know like some of these things have come up before, and you've been like, whatever.
Right, but if there's astrology it isn't. Some of the crappy stuff I've seen come up, and it's like, oh god, what did you need to do? Sell a reading this week?
The fourth pink harvest blue moon.
Right.
Because there are some of those that it's like, this is not as major of an event as we think it is.
You think it is. So
like, it's the sales and marketing gimmick.
Right. So that's what I'm checking out. And, starting to do some research into. So we'll be seeing where that goes. All righty. So let's pop down my personal care workbook. And
yes.
Joe.
Yeah. So we're all decorated up. We're getting into February. Oh, so this is our theme for this week and mine. So we are kind of repetitive.
Right.
His is a little different every day. Mine is changes week to week. So yeah. Kind of excited. It should be a high productivity week. I don't have to hit the road. Not even. Well, I think Monday. Tomorrow is about the only time I've got to, so to speak, hit the road. We've got to go hit the bank in the morning.
Right.
To fix some stuff. But other than that, the rest of the week, I'm home. So yeah. So
and we don't have to go grocery shopping.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, we may have to run out for a few things.
But. Right. But, how has the new way we've been doing meals, which you can share what we're doing if you want.
Yeah, we've basically realized that like total cooked from scratch is not gonna work for us. So it's kind of a blended effort between like ready-made, so like your Encores, your Bob Evans.
Yeah,
like Bob Evans sides and things like that. Encore. What was the other one? I keep trying to say Banquet, but that's not it.
Yes, it is.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're combining different things. He was actually surprised that nutritionally it's actually not bad.
It's healthier.
Yeah. Especially some of the carb levels are a lot better than what we could do. Plus it gets us out of the humongous quantities.
Right.
Because that's a recurrent issue that we have in trying to cook for 2 people.
Yeah.
Is Jesus Christ the leftovers.
Right.
It's not that we never want leftovers. We love leftovers, but there comes a point you can't do 6 days worth of cooking leftovers or meals with leftovers and then try to manage that in the fridge.
Right.
Like we've tried, we've failed. We're tired of the food waste.
Yeah.
So this gets it a little closer with maybe a lunch of leftovers instead of like this is a whole Thanksgiving dinner by the end of the week.
Right.
Yeah.
And it saves us time. Any of the three of us can cook it because there's some foods that are from scratch that's like, no. Aeson has to cook that.
Yeah.
Because ain't no one else going to sit there and, well, how do I say that nicely, honey?
I don't know, because it sounded like you were saying no one else was going to do it, and it's like, well, I'll do it, but the kitchen needs to be cleaned up, and
no.
quite frankly, there comes a point where you won't do it, and we end up going out to eat instead of the meal we planned.
Well, no, well, and that's where it is, but it's not the kitchen cleaning that is. That's when I run out of time. In my day to cook things, and if the crock pot isn't set out at the right time, if I don't pull it at this time, that time, and then there's other that's just tedious foods, pure tedious foods.
Yeah, we're running out of time is really our biggest life problem right now. Is it starts running down to we're tired, need low effort,
right.
And most of the things that we would do, it's just the idea of doing them. Like I can reasonably accept you're going to stand in front of the microwave and press buttons, stir some things, put them on the table, and we'll eat.
Right.
We can all manage that one, no matter how tired we are. But it literally did get to a point that we were either eating after midnight, because that's when the second wind finally hit. Yeah, 2 o'clock. Right. We had a few of those. Yeah. But it was just it was getting bad for both of us, and it's like, all right, we're simplifying this. Like, no shame, no shame in our game.
Right. Like, well, and like example, making meatloaf.
Oh yeah. So hi Luli. I'm assuming that's how that's pronounced. If I'm wrong, let me know. Oh, and there's some health essentials advice coming. All right, we'll be interested. Unless we hit the topic. Please don't. Oh yeah. See, we're not doing that.
Yeah, Luli, really. Bye, Luli. I told y'all. Oh. I don't say.
Bye, Luli. Thanks for playing.
All right. So I finally used the sticker that I've been trying to fit in, but I'll show that in the final preview.
Okay.
Yeah. So what are you? So how's this working for you?
It's getting better.
Okay.
Last week was a little bit of a departure. Mostly because I was just grinding.
Right.
So yeah, we going into this week should be better. New boundaries were set. More stuff's getting done faster, without all the confusion. So yeah, I think we'll be good.
Right.
I'm really liking the planner style. Getting a little more comfortable decorating it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how's your battery working? Because I see you covered that up this week. Did you just decide you weren't using it?
Oh no, I didn't cover it up. Oh, I don't know what happened there. There it is. Yeah, sorry, I resized the window and apparently it's resizing funky. There you go, guys. Sorry about that. I hadn't even caught that. Yeah, no, didn't cover it up. I didn't get to use it as much last week because I was just kind of grinding the task list. Until we got to the point last week where it's like Joe's about to blow up.
Right.
So we're just,
Yeah.
It became get the basics done and try to reformulate for this week and make the world a happier place.
Very cool. Very cool. So are you liking this planner better? Is portrait style doing you better?
Oh, hell yeah. Loving the portrait style. I'm having a lot less issues.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot less distracting.
Okay.
Yeah. Something about putting up 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
It starts kind of becoming this weird feeling like I only did half of what I needed to.
Right.
And it's like, that's not how that's supposed to work.
Right.
Like, I should never end my day feeling like I did half of it. Unless I did half of it.
Right.
So.
Yep. I like your rating system. I like the battery.
Yes. I really love the water.
Mm-hmm.
The mood one, I wish it were ordered.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a collection of emoticons.
Right.
Like, that bugs me.
Right.
Like, they're not ordered.
Right.
Like, and I didn't get that for a minute. I kept trying to use it like a 1 to 5 scale. But if you actually look at them, they're out of order.
I think they're backwards.
No, they're out of order. Like, the 2 ends are in order, sort of.
Right.
But then the middles, like, it doesn't run the right direction.
Well, you get happy, excited. I would call that one with the eye squishing, stressed, neutral, and then sad.
Basically.
Yeah.
But it's not in order. Not to me. Like, and I kept using it wrong. Because I didn't pay attention. Like, I looked at the one on the far left. I looked at the one on the far right. I thought I understood a 5-point scale.
Right.
From happy to sad. And I started filling it out like that for a while. And then I realized one day, it was like, wait, that don't make no kind of sense.
Right.
Like, that is not how this works. Like, it is 3 levels of happy, followed by 2 levels of sad. It is not a 1 to 5. It's not in order. Like, honestly, the middle one needs to be on the 1 position, 2 where it's supposed to be, 3 should be just the generic happy face, then the neutral, then the sad.
Right.
That would make sense. So I don't know if it was just a design glitch or what, but I didn't catch that for a minute. And I was like, I feel so dumb.
Well, I think it's because they want you to pay attention to that section.
Yeah.
Instead of just blankly bop, bop, bop.
Well, but it actually did kind of drive home the point that because down at the bottom, there's also a 5-star rating.
Right.
And it's weird when those don't match up.
Well, your mood and your rating of the day don't have to match, honey.
I know, but it's so weird to me. Like, you would think if you're having a 5-star day that your mood would be, and it's not. Like, because that was one of the first things I actually had kind of like this is weird. Like, why did you do both?
Right.
And then it was like, no, I get it now.
Yeah.
They're very different aspects of my day.
Right.
Like, how did I feel versus what mood am I in? Like, I can feel fantastic and still have a mood of I want to die.
Or still have a mood of I'm going to kill somebody.
Yes.
All right. So I've had the 4 coffee cups together, big sticker floating around for a while now.
Okay.
I cut them apart.
Oh, cute.
Yep.
Like, they're very cute on the page. I was like, well, that doesn't look like 4 coffee cups together. But I get it now. You cut them apart. That's awesome use of them.
Yeah.
I wonder why they had the 4. Well, I guess, okay. Like, if you're meeting up for coffee, that makes sense.
Right.
There's a really big meetup for coffee, though, at that size sticker.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, so Brenda and Shannon are both chiming in. No, some angry days I get lots more done just trying to work it out in my system. And Shannon says that's just existing. Yeah.
All right. So, guys, we hope you've enjoyed today. Let's pop over. All right, so tomorrow I'm on Modern Spiritual at 5. Patrons get notified of that. If you go join our Patreon, you don't have to become a paying member to get the notifications out for podcasts. Or different things going on. Tuesday we have coffee. Tuesday we have the Psychic Coffee Shop. I do have a guest this week. Thursday it's coffee and tea with Sandy. And then on Friday it's Mountain Bears. And then we'll be back here to plan next week out, which will be fun. And you guys can see how the workbook is working out for me. Hopefully it does better, because otherwise I don't know what's going to go on, because how simple my morning routine used to be.
Aww.
Yeah, because my morning routine used to be a solid hour. Now it's 2.5 hours. And that's basically because I'm filling in time while I wait for pills.
Yes. Well, and then, that kind of becomes the repetition of the day is because the way that med's laid out.
Right.
It's annoying for you. Yeah. Like, it has to be. There's nothing else it could be.
Right.
4-day pills are just the dumbest invention.
Well, 4-day pills that are like you cannot eat 2 hours before or 1 hour after is a fucking insanity. Give me a shot. Give me multiple shots. Like, if we're just trying to bypass the digestive system, give me shots.
Yeah. At that point.
Right. Ooh, that's something I got to put on the workbook.
Yes, take your pill.
No, that's already in my workbook.
Oh, okay. What's the other one? Tuesday,
med arrive.
Yes, we did finally find your med. Oh, that was a moment.
Yes, that was another frustrating thing this week.
Oh, it was. Like, there is nothing else to call that one but frustrating.
And the number of people that are running into that, and I've had to talk them through this process, is insane.
Yeah, one of his meds, which we talked about that on Friday, didn't we?
Right.
Yeah. So, one of his meds is basically nationally back ordered now. And you literally called every pharmacy in our area until he had the bullseye spread out to
Charleston, Rock Cave. Like, I can shoot down, pick up meds once a month and have coffee in Charleston or up to Fairmont. But they're like, oh no, we can actually ship that to you. And I'm like, please do.
What?
Yeah.
Like, you had a whole moment. Like, I think that's worth commenting on. You weren't just like, oh, okay, cool, do that. It was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what did you say? Like, I don't think I understood that sentence properly. Can you repeat it?
Me did. Say that again?
Yeah, it was a whole moment there.
Right.
So no, it was really, because I was all prepped. I was going to drive up yesterday. So
yeah. So it'll be here on Tuesday. Yay! So I should be in a much better mood Tuesday night.
Yes. / Wednesday. For safety, wait till Wednesday.
Yeah, for safety.
Oh, yeah, because that first dose is going hard.
Yeah.
You go and pack a pump.
Yeah. Alrighty then. So take it away, Mr. Vanna.
Alrighty, so of course we want to thank Beverly Walker, Mika G, Kathy, Mary Winfield, Brenda, Shannon C, Shannon D, Lady Gwendolyn, Charles Shaw, Tracy Van, Caitlin Bell, and Devin. If you'd like to learn more about us, the show, or how you too can become a Patreon sponsor and receive all the wonderful benefits our baristas receive, please visit us at PCSPNetwork.com.
Yes. Good night, y'all. We'll see you tomorrow.
Good night.